chapter begins in Ghana. It says, Excellency John Dramani Mahama returns to the highest position in the land. The dawn of his administration, a comeback that has sparked both hope and debate across Ghana. So, what does President Mahama's return mean for the future of Ghana? How will his leadership address current challenges in terms of economic growth, job creation, and social unity? Can he deliver on the promises that reignited the trust of the Ghanaian people? Well, let's explore the prospects, policies, and priorities that will shape the new administration of President John Dramani Mahama in Ghana. So I say welcome to Homo Politicus. Kingsley Bass is my name. I'm joined by a black star. Well, he's the political commentator, Akwasi Boakye. Akwasi, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, my brother. I'm very fine. I hope you are fine too.
I'm very well, thank you. Akwasi joins me from Kumasi in Ghana. Well, Akwasi, the stage is set, the mandates clear, and the expectations high from Ghanaians towards the new administration. But the question remains, what does this new era hold for Ghanaians?
I think it holds a very great major shift from the normal paradigm, a huge change. I mean, but where mainly Ghanaians voted for the current president. So obviously, it was because of a certain reason. That is why they voted for it. And it is of much expectation that they are expecting that he would actually deliver most on his promises, especially those on the economy. Because I mean that was topical when it came to campaign. That is why majorly he was voted for, and that to me is what this re-election really means.
Interesting. But what, based on those campaign promises, he has said during his inauguration, his very first words, were that he was going to reset the country. It felt like, by resetting, it felt like the immediate past president, Nana Akufo-Addo, did nothing in his 2 terms. Is that the case? Does the country really need complete resetting, as President John Mahama has put things?
Actually, the reset was coined from their campaign slogan. So I'm not sure there's anything serious attached to that. I'm not sure it's a serious theory. That is, if you ask me. But if he's really going to reset Ghana, then I don't know what exactly he's going to reset. Then we should be looking at even the argument on Chrome being resetted. I have independence till now. To be honest with you, I mean, we are moving forward. There's nothing like backtracking for us to go and reset whatsoever, right? Yes, the former president Akufo-Addo did his maximum best to shape Ghana. He did everything that he's supposed to do. I mean, he has done a lot, and there's a lot to remember him for. And I don't want to say this, but possibly some of his policies may be scrapped off by this very president. I mean, I wouldn't want to jump ahead of the gun, but just per history, with what history is guided, we are guided by. I mean, whenever the NDC is in power, they go back, they scrap off some of the things that the president or the former party did and all that. So when he talks about reset, obviously he's looking at scrapping off some of those policies the man has done. It's not as if the policies too are that bad, right? But if he's really being business and he's serious about the resetting, then that is what it really means. If not, then left to me alone, it's just a mere political slogan. Yeah.
Akwasi, you say, you've just said that the former president, the immediate past president, Nana Akufo-Addo, did his best, and he did his possible best in trying to fix Ghana. If that was the case, why did the people of Ghana overwhelmingly not vote for his vice president who contested as president, but lost again overwhelmingly to John Mahama.
Okay, so the former president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, came in 2016, and when he came, he started on a very right foot. I mean, things were so good. I mean, for the first time in so many years, we saw price of goods reducing, price of petrol coming down. Things were very, very, very good. Things were on track. I mean, the IMF and World Bank even rated Ghana as part of the countries with the best rising economies or best doing economies in Africa and in the world as well. We're on track until COVID struck. So when COVID came, things really messed up. We were actually feeding Ghanaians just for them to stay at home for free. I mean, I don't know whether you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We only told Ghanaians that stay home, don't go out. And the government was paying workers and was feeding even those on the street for free so that they don't go out, so that we can manage the spread. And right after that scene of COVID, that is when our economy now came down, because especially when he had to spend things that was not on his budget because of an unforeseen circumstances. And now, I remember the president at a point even said that when it comes to fixing the economy, he knows how to do it. But when it comes to fixing life, he cannot fix any life. So for him, he would wish that he would even spend the money to maintain lives rather to keep to his budget and people to die. And today, because he couldn't really fix the economy so well, prices have skyrocketed. Every now and then, things are going up. Petrol is going up. The cedi to dollar rate is going up. People felt he didn't do well. People forgot everything that he did right from 2016 till before COVID.
Is that do you consider that, Akwasi, the problem that people have forgotten the way the administration of Nana Akufo-Addo started, and so to say, the good life they enjoyed then, as you've narrated, until COVID struck, and then voted based on their current realities and not the promise that things could turn around. Of course, John Mahama has come with the promise of hope of a reset, as we've said. But do you consider that that's a problem, that the voting that we've seen in that voting pattern last December, that could be a problem, and that could maybe, do you think too that Ghanaians could regret their decisions?
As for Ghanaians, I mean, if you could just be monitoring us for about 2 weeks from now, everybody will see they've regretted voting for John Mahama. Forget about the fact that they are all joyous today. But then again, let me say this.
Did you just say that in the past 2 weeks Ghanaians have already started regretting their decisions?
But I'm saying that the 2 weeks ahead of us, people are going to complain. Just watch this.
Why do you think so? Why do you think so, Kwasi?
No, it's because that is the way Ghanaians are. Yeah, that is their character. I mean, they are impatient. Let me put it that way. So you voted a new government in power. You expect that same day you voted in power to turn. It doesn't work that way. But Ghanaians know. They don't want to hear that. Once they voted into power, they expect that you fix everything. How to do it? They just don't care. Right, that is their character, and that is why I'm saying that. But then again, majorly people voted against the vice president because of the current economy. It wasn't because of anything. Because if it comes to infrastructure, Nana Akufo-Addo did so well. If it comes to health-wise, he did good. When it comes to education, splendid. I mean, that's the first time we are seeing in Ghana that free secondary school students, their fees are being paid for. I mean, aside Nigeria, Rwanda, we didn't have any country that ran that program, right? The nearest country that ran that program was Kenya, and Kenya, they only pay for tuition fee. They didn't even pay for book and other things. But here in Ghana, the president paid for everything from uniform down to tuition to books to everything. And that's the first time we saw that about, let's say, 900,000 students were going to school. This time we've had well over 5.7 million persons going to school because education is free, right? So when it comes to education, overwhelmingly did so well. When it comes to international relations, I mean, all of you can attest to it, how well we are with international relations. Which other sector? All other sectors, he did so well except the economy. It is only the economy that he performed so badly. Yeah, he went to IMF and things now went up, dollar shooting up, petrol shooting up, and all that. And that is why, and you know, once these things happen, it is automatic. It reflects on the pocket of people. And you see, we even experience some new taxes that we didn't even ever see, like the betting tax. Like you go for betting, the government will tax you. You do online business, the government will tax you. You do online transaction, bank-to-bank transaction app, the government will tax you for all those things. We saw a lot of, if you leave me to say, unnecessary taxes. And these are the things that led to the downfall of the vice president. So it's not as if the economy didn't do well. They did so well, just that the economy was so bad. That is why we ended up that way.
So Akwasi, you would say that the major task for the new administration, that of John Dramani Mahama, would be to fix the economy, yes?
Simplicity, nothing else.
And
because he said so, the Ghanaians entrusted him, voted him to power. So he should do it. I mean, there's no time. I'm part of those impatient Ghanaians.
So when you were talking about Ghanaians being impatient, you were referring to yourself, huh?
Oh, obviously, I'm part of them. So I will not take myself out.
Interesting. Well, let's talk about the economy some more, all right? I mean, for lots of Ghanaians, it appears infrastructure can be good. You can provide free education. You can do some other things, but we just want more money in our pocket.
Exactly.
You want to be able to afford the things that you so wish to afford. So where would you like precisely President John Mahama to begin in terms of, say, cut down the cost of petrol or fix the price of goods and services? What exactly, how would you like him to begin, since you are part of the impatient block of Ghanaians?
As much as I'm part of the impatient block, I still think some sort of constraint is needed on the part of some of us Ghanaians to allow the new president to really work. All right. I would say that if the president will be listening to me, he should maintain the standard, because I mean it has been recorded just some few months ago, I think 2 months ago, that our economy has started rebounding. I think the measures that they put in place have started yielding some sort of fruit, and so we are supposed to see some stability in the next probably 6 months from now. So I would say that whatever was handed over to him, he shouldn't trash them away and say, "Oh, I'm coming to do a new thing," but he should rather maintain whatever is there. Then moving from there, we can now say that by 6 months from now, we've seen some sort of stability, then we can take it up. I've heard numerous talks in the media. I mean, I don't want to side with those things that they are saying he's no more going to pay the fees because the fees had a great toll on the economy. He's no more going to he's going to scrap off some taxes and all that. I will say that.
I'm sorry, Kwasi.
Right from
by
the
fees,
start.
I'm sorry for a second. By fees, you mean the school, the free education program of John Mahama,
yes.
of Nana Akufo.
Exactly.
There are talks that could be scrapped completely by John Mahama.
Yeah. People are suggesting that. I mean, I've not heard on authority. But I mean, that has been the commentary going on in the media that once he's in, he's going to scrap off that part so that he use that money paying for fees to pay for other things to ensure the economy becomes stable. Right. But then again, let me put in some education that when it comes to Ghana, we read our budget for the next year or for the next 6 months. In the last month, and it was delivered by the finance minister of Akufo-Addo. So obviously, that finance minister of Akufo-Addo delivered a certain financial report and budget that was done by the Akufo-Addo government, and that one, the President Mahama, in as much as he may want to change it, he cannot touch it because the Parliament of Ghana accepted it, and it becomes probably a legal documentation where he had to follow. So for the next 6 months, we are still going to have some sort of fever, some sort of instability, or let me put it that way. We can really see that things are changing, except after he finally assumes power in the next 6 months. Now he will bring his own financial report and budget. Then we can now say, okay, so this is the new thing he's bringing and all that. But as it stands now, everything will be maintained because of what was done in Parliament, and because that one is bigger, nobody can change it. And that really stands from the first month into his administration to the next 6 months. That one, nothing can change it, right? But critically, his appointment will determine how we are going to go. Because I've seen some few appointments that he has done, and those people were part of his government in the last election. That ensured he was defeated also massively. I mean, John Mahama's history too is that works. So today he has won massively, but in the past he also lost massively, and because of some of these appointees that he made, and clearly he has appointed some of those people. And I wouldn't be surprised if he appoints those same people he worked with that make him to fail. Right? I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, I don't expect him to do that. I really expect that he brings in new faces, persons to get things done the appropriate way.
What role do you think the opposition can play to check the administration of President John Mahama as well? I see that the opposition did really play a role in the defeat of the presidential candidate of or the vice president, the immediate past vice president who contested against John Mahama. What role can they play, the opposition, to ensure that the administration is continually checked? And the Ghanaian people as well. What role do you think they need to play? You've said already that in 2 weeks there will be pressure from the Ghanaian people, but beyond the Ghanaian people, the opposition themselves, in terms of politics.
Okay, in terms of running a checks on the campaign, I mean, I expect the opposition to take the government so well. Gosh.
All right. Well, Akwasi, we've got to go now. To wish you, Black Stars, the entire people of Ghana, the entire nation, the very best with the new administration. Well, President John Dramani Mahama has promised hope. He's promised to reset the country. We'll see how that goes. And I've been joined by Akwasi Boakye. He joined me virtually from Kumasi in Ghana. Many thanks again for your thoughts and your time on the program today, Akwasi. Well, that's Homo Politicus today. Back next time. Remember to follow across social media platforms, share, like, and indeed join the conversation in the comment section. Let me know what you think, whether Ghanaian or not, what you think about the new administration of President John Dramani Mahama in Ghana. Kingsley Bass is my name. Until next time, Homo Politicus. Bye for now, and indeed, God bless you.